Okay.
Oh no.
This is going to be the best interview ever.
Okay. I can't. Can you talk first? So like,
Yes.
It seems like I'm actually coming. Okay.
Yep, perfect. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Hi.
I can't do this.
You know you can, and you are
Okay.
making me so, like, you know laughter is, like, so good for your health, right? You are making me younger.
Like built-in
Thank
abs.
you.
Built-in abs.
Yeah, we're working on abs, people. Don't judge.
Hi, this is Talking and Stuff with Georgia Van C. Me. This is a podcast for young people to talk about stuff. Real stuff, funny stuff, honest stuff, silly stuff, confusing stuff, and tricky stuff. Thank you for joining us. We love having you here. Oh, one important note before we get started. As the daughter of Sri Lankan and English immigrants to Australia and now also American citizen, I would like to acknowledge and send my gratitude to the traditional stewards of the land on which we get to produce this episode of Talking and Stuff, the Tongvan people, who call this land Tovanga, which means the world. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging and celebrate the profoundly important history and culture they bring to my new home. Thank you.
So hi, my name is Yerly, and I'm 17, and I feel like a country I would travel to is Japan right now.
Oh, Japan. What is it about Japan that would make it your first choice?
I feel like the culture and like the food is something that I never like seen or experienced before, so I feel like having something new is good. Yeah.
Apparently they're like the nicest people
In the world.
and there's a rule in Japan that you have to keep waving at someone until you can't see them anymore. Like if you say goodbye to them.
I feel like I would want that.
Yeah, right? Like you
Yeah.
walk all the way down the street and the person's still waving at you. Yeah, that makes
Okay.
me feel special. I love it. Okay, Japan. Very cool. Okay, now, Yerly, talk to me about the facts of you. You are in what grade at school?
11th grade, but since the song's gonna be over, so it's senior.
Yeah, you're going into the last year of school.
Sadly, yeah.
How does that feel?
I feel old, you know, like we're like 6 years apart, me and my brother. So like every time I see him, he's barely going to middle school. I'm like, wow,
Oh, yeah.
I feel so old.
You really are a grown up. And what school do you go to?
STEM Academy of Hollywood.
Oh, that's right. And your plan for your future beyond school is?
Detective of homicide.
Amazing. I realized that I had to act like I was surprised by your reading that. Because we know each other and stuff. But that's amazing that you want to. What is it about? Like, obviously, most people, don't get me wrong, like, I love watching the, like, NCISs and all the SVUs and SUVs and all those things. But I don't think I would be able to do it as a job.
Oh.
How do you feel about being a homicide detective? Like, what is it that makes you go, yes, dead people, let's do it?
I don't really know. I feel like since I'm in a medical pathway, because my school's divided by engineering and medical, when I had to do like this, I think it was like a project, a medical, where I had to find out different careers that related to medical, but not exactly medical. And I found out like the type of homicide was like very interesting. I found out how much they got paid and like how it worked and stuff like that. And I just felt like wow, this really feels to me, because my dad watches like a bunch of like cartel stuff on Netflix and stuff, and I never found it like grossed out. Like I never found it, and I was like, this is really interesting. I want to do it.
That is amazing that you found a pathway, because that you need to have the person in there that doesn't get grossed out, that finds it interesting, that is passionate about it, because so many people, when that moment happens, need to know the story, like the people that are left behind.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm glad you're gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
You bring your heart to it. That's amazing. Okay, so you mentioned your little brother. Tell me the family breakdown at your house. Who's family to you?
Okay, so my mom, my dad, my little brother, and like we're 4, but I say 5 because I feel like my dog counts, you know?
Yes,
Like,
please.
my dog counts.
Tell me about your dog.
So I got her for my fourth, cut that out.
Could be first, could be fourth. One of those.
My 4th birthday. It was like a surprise because my parents got 2 chihuahuas for like a twin deal. And one of them was supposed to be mine, and the other one was supposed to be like my older cousin. So they're like, oh, you have to choose one. And I was 4, like I was turning 4, so mind you, I didn't know. So I just picked a random one, which happens to be my dog. And it's like, okay, so you choose a name. And I don't know how this came up in my brain, but I decided to name her Solosh.
What does Solosh mean?
Okay, so her English name is Solange, which is like a show that my mom used to watch, like this Mexican, I think it was Mexican, like this cooking show. And I think his wife, it was like a guy, his wife was called like Solange something.
Ooh.
And like I heard it so much, like so many times, that I couldn't even say it right, so I said Solosh, like Solosh. And I was like, that sounds really perfect. So.
That's a cute dog name too. That's better. Recently I've been hearing a lot of dogs that are like called Bob and like James. And I'm like, that's weird. They're people names.
Yeah.
Like, you better have something cute for your dog. That's amazing. Okay, so dog. And I love that I went straight from who's your family to let's talk about your dog instead of your brother. Tell me about your brother.
Okay. Well, he likes to be like me. He likes to be a copycat. I feel like since he knew I did a bunch of sports when I was little, he like followed up. He's like following up with all the sports that I did. Well, except not cheerleading, because you know, he could do his own thing. But he's like, no, I don't want to do cheerleading. I was like, okay, you don't have to do cheerleading.
May not look as cute as you in a skirt.
Obviously, like
Just
he did a bunch of sports. He's more of like a science engineering kid, you know.
Okay.
He's like into robotics. I hated robotics, but he loves it so much. I don't know how he finds it like fascinating, but
Some kids do. Some kids like will mix things and put wires together. I was busy singing and dancing, so I never.
I did dancing too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What sort of dance?
I think I did like this hip hop group in my school.
awesome.
But like, I guess hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool. That's better than the kind of dancing I had to do in school. We did not get hip hop. We did like line dancing and ballroom dancing. So I wish I was you right now. That is a lot cooler than do-si-doing, which you probably don't even know what
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's one for the old people. Okay. Parents. We always love them regardless, right?
Love them.
Do you also like your parents?
I love my parents, yeah.
Tell me about your parents.
So I like their love story. Their love story is very fascinating.
I
I need a spill.
Yes,
I need a spill.
please. I want to
Okay.
hear.
So my mom and dad, they're from Guatemala, so they're not from here. But I found out that they met when they were younger. Actually, I think that my mom's like 4 years older than him.
Yes, go mom. Sorry. That was a little bit too exciting.
No. You're right though. He says it too. He's like, yeah, go me. I'm like, oh no. But
Got the cougar. Sorry, mom. You're not.
don't worry, mom.
Okay. I should not be saying things like that about your mom.
It's okay. I don't even think she knows what we're talking about. She's like, what is that? An animal?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm a sleek animal.
Okay. So I think they met because my mom knew his like grandma or something, and they met when they're younger. But my mom didn't really know him because they would see each other. Like he would go to like her house and pick fruit from her garden because like she had like a big garden, and she had to like grow a bunch of fruits, and that's what she did all day. To be honest, she study, sleep, eat, garden. That's all she did.
Oh, amazing. I love her life.
They met like that. And then when they were older, my mom came here first. She did night school to study English, and during the day she would work. And then my dad came here like a few years like after her, I think like 2 or 3 years after her, and they met here. And she used to live with her brother, and she would live, it's like a duplex. She would live in like the back, and he'll live like in the front, and that's how they met. Yeah, that's how they met.
So they were neighbors?
They were like technically neighbors the whole time.
That is awfully convenient.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god, that's like, imagine meeting someone like that.
Isn't that the dream though? Like when you like that's what the movies are made about. Like the cute guy moves in.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how it starts.
Like my
have
neighbor.
You seen the new neighbor?
Yeah.
He's kind of cute.
Oh my god.
And then you're like, hey, isn't that the kid that used to pick fruit? That's
Yeah,
really cool.
that's cute.
I love it. Oh, I love a good love story. That's so
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so we've covered the family, but I'm going to ask you. So, because we know each other, I mentioned that already. But like when I first met you, I was like, okay, she's pretty quiet. She's a pretty quiet person. And that's cool. Everybody's allowed to be themselves. Yeah. And then I got to know you and I'm like, she's not quiet at all. I think she's just like, I don't know. So here I am asking you. Okay. You come across as quiet at first, but now I know you to be quite a chatty. Kathy. But that's weird. I don't know why we say that because your name's not Kathy.
Kathy, that's okay.
You're a chatty Yerly.
Chatty Yerly, yeah.
That doesn't quite have the same ring, but you know. When you first heard, wow, words. When you first meet people, is it just that you don't know them, so you're just not sure what to say? Does it take you time to warm up? Talk to me about how you go from being shy girl to talky girl.
Okay, I feel like it always happened in school, because in school I was the same person. I feel like I seem quiet, but then like once you talk to me, I'm like blah 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 blah. Like I don't stop talking until like I feel like I'm mentally exhausted. I'm like, okay, I cannot talk anymore. But I just felt like when like you mind glitch, when your teacher's like, oh no, be quiet, and you listen, and I feel like from like that experience from now on, like I was like, okay, I'll be quiet until like someone actually talks to me, and I'm like blah blah blah, like I'll talk back. Yeah, it's
such a good perspective to hear, because I will share that like when adults come across people that are quiet, especially like teenagers, I think that grown-ups like decide that teenagers, they're just like, oh, they're not interested, or they're not like, but it's not that. You're actually being super respectful. You're like, I'm just haven't been invited to talk.
Yeah.
But once you invite me, hold the door.
Yeah. You're not getting out that door until I tell
exactly. you. And I love hearing that because it helps me reframe if I meet someone that isn't chatting much. I just have to invite them to chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Do you think you get that kind of wait till you're invited respect thing because of your martial arts and like having that discipline?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm like, I feel like if I know the person, I would talk to them, but then they're like, hey, quiet, we're doing this, and I'm like, okay, I'll stop quiet for like a little bit.
So I just love it. Like, it's been a fun journey getting to know you and see that like shake off and be like, oh man, there was so much underneath there. I love it. And including your martial arts, like, again, we make these judgments in life, right? Like if I met you on the street and you, like the first time we really got to know each other, you had that like cute pink Trader Joe's bag and the like Hello Kitty. And if someone had said to me, like, pick out the girl in the crowd that does martial arts, I probably wouldn't have thought you. Like, no, like again, why do we make these judgments? But that is, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But you're a really good martial artist.
Guess I am. Whatever they say, I guess I am.
Yeah.
I guess I am.
I said it, not you, right?
Not me.
But talk to me about how long have you been doing martial arts?
Math, 2022, I started doing it.
Okay.
It's 2025, so 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you want to start?
So my friend, not our friend, our neighbor actually works for like the soccer around here.
Okay.
And like, he's like, oh, look at this cool program, like Hollywood Pal, like they pay, like you pay and like you do sports, whatever. And I'm like, okay, like that seems cool. And my dad was like, which one do you want to do? And I was scrolling through it and I was like, I don't want to do all these sports. Like this is so much. Like Girl Scouts, I'm not a girly girl.
I don't know why I decided you were a girly girl. Isn't that funny?
Like I am, but like I'm like, I don't want to do Girl Scouts. Like girly girl, not that much. I don't feel like it. So then I picked something like I have, like a sport like I haven't done before. And I was like bummed out because like I was like, oh, you guys don't have volleyball? I feel like I would have done volleyball.
Yeah, I could see you being good at volleyball.
Yeah,
too.
I would have done volleyball, but then I saw like the next best thing was like martial arts. I'm like, okay, I haven't done that before, so why not try something new? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you like it?
I kind of like it. I like it. Like it's like a good stress reliever, you know? Because like after like you get back home from school and you're all bummed out, like a test and whatever, and like I don't want to do this, and then you go to martial arts and you like bring all the anger out on a random person.
And you're meant to.
And then now I feel better.
So you find it a stress reliever, right?
I find stress reliever, yeah.
And I heard that you're quite focused at it. Like you're pretty good, just so you know. I heard that from someone else that wasn't you. Is it something you want to keep doing and getting better at? Or is it just more for you now an activity to help you get through this time in your life?
I feel like I can continue it, but like officially it's like, no, you have to do it because you have to go to police academy. And, like you have to get like way better than them. And I feel like he is true because I heard that like when you go to police academy, it's like all about connections. Because the more you have connections, the higher up you feel. And then now they're like, oh, she's so superior. Like she has connections with this person, this person, this person, and she has more training. And I can just pass through academy more easier.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that before. When we were talking about your job, you have to go to police academy.
I have to go to police academy.
How do you feel about this?
So I'm like, oh my god, do all these exercises and these new people, and it feels like going. It's low-key, it feels like going to the army. That's what it feels like. And
Kind of like the boot camp style.
Yeah, and I'm like, so much exercise.
It is, unfortunately, but I mean, they need to know that you can do all that
Yeah,
stuff.
true.
So.
They need to know if I'm mentally prepared. I'm like, okay, I guess it's still to continue.
I think getting through martial arts will hold you up. Well,
Yeah.
Like I feel pretty good about that. Okay. Here's a big question. You know how sometimes like when things go quiet, there's that thought like it's something we worry about that we're like pushing aside most of the time because we got school or we got martial arts or we got stuff. What's the stuff that when you're left to yourself, like before bed or just in quiet times, what's the stuff that holds space in your brain?
I think something I always worry about is like my parents are like, which college are you gonna go to? Or like, what are you gonna do in the future? Like, are you sure you wanna do this? Or like, you know, a bunch of questions that they always ask. And I feel like this is so much pressure because it's like, also because they didn't graduate college. So I guess I am first generation. So it's like pressure where it's like, oh my God, like I have to do better. I have to get, he's like, oh, the scholarships. I'm like, I don't know about scholarships. I have to do all this. And then like, so much stuff.
So just pulling out from what you said, do you find that sometimes the pressure that they, like you're already worried about it and you're already stressed, but sometimes the pressure they put on you makes it even more stressful?
Yeah.
Is it because you don't want to let them down? Is it because you don't know the answers and you don't know how to answer things that they're asking?
I feel like it's kind of both because, you know, they did college, but they just never got to graduate because they had to go over here. But like, they don't know how things play out. They don't know how school works here. They don't know how scholarships work here. They didn't even know the government gives us for school. They didn't even know that.
Oh, wow.
They were like, what? They give you money for that? I'm like, yeah, some schools like pay you to go there. And they're like, I didn't know that. Like, so like, when they came here, they didn't know that. And they're asking me like, all the scholarships and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Also, I don't know how to do that. Because they can give you like a bunch of scholarships online, but you don't know if you have to pay for the scholarship or you don't know like what requirements they have. So sometimes I have no answer and then they're like, oh no, but you have to ask this person, like ask. And I'm like, well, I'm asking, but sometimes they don't have any scholarships. So it's like,
trying to find information. I think one of the hardest things in life with this sort of next step is finding the information. And until you have the information, you feel kind of powerless. Yeah. Like they say information is power, and I think this is definitely one of those situations. But I get that. I personally, like the amount of pressure my parents put on me always made it harder because not only did I feel like I might let myself down if I don't do it, but that there was like 2 other people.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's natural. Like as a parent, you worry, and there's just no way you can keep that from seeping across. Like you might, I bet you're like, there are days when your parents are like, I'm not going to ask her about it. I'm not going to ask her about it. And then they see you and they're like, what are you doing? Dang it, I asked her about it. I bet you, like if you ask them, they'll be like, I know I wasn't going to ask you, but I couldn't help myself. Yeah. It's fun to be a human.
After all.
We're starting a girl group, guys. It's happening. Yerly and Georgia. Coming to a town near you.
Okay.
I don't think that's how we're gonna have it. Kevin can sing background vocals.
Oh yeah, Kevin's enjoying this.
Yeah, he's listening over there. Hi, Kevin. Okay. Can we talk about Kevin?
Yeah, we can talk about him.
Okay.
I guess.
I just heard him laugh. So now we've never actually like explicitly said this, but you and Kevin hang out a lot.
Yeah.
Are you and Kevin like?
He's my secret admirer. Let's just say that.
Oh, secret admirer. I like that. Does it like go both ways, or you just like you also his secret admirer?
I don't know. I guess to ask him. You have to ask him next.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Yeah, let's ask him.
His secret admirer. That's amazing. I have to say, I do love watching your friendship, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, like, regardless of, like, whether he's your secret admirer or whatever. Maybe he's your neighbor that picks fruit. But that could be code word from now on.
From now on.
But it is so nice to see that you have someone that's kind of like a best friend.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was growing up and I was your age, I don't think I really had a best friend like that. I don't think really, maybe, kind of. Talk to me about what having a close friend means to you.
It's like someone that like appreciates you, like no matter what, you know, they're open, they're there, and they just talk to you about their feelings and you talk to them back. And it just feels like a super strong connection, because the more you talk about, maybe sometimes you run out of things to talk about, you stare at each other awkwardly, you're like, what do we talk about? But
we're done. We're finished.
We're finished. Like, but I feel like someone you can go out to and be yourself, your weird self, especially, it's like amazing. I feel like sometimes I'm weird and he's like, what are you doing? I'm just like,
But he still comes back.
He's still there.
That's what's the best part.
Yeah.
He's still secretly, well, it's not really that secret, is it? If he's like in your face. Secretly underneath my admiring you into your face.
Yeah, right there. He's just right there.
Beautiful. I love it. Every time I see you guys, I'm like, oh, life goals. I want to have a Kevin and a Yerly. That's so nice.
No, just give me a figurine of us.
How cute. I just actually, can it be one of those ones that jiggle?
A bobblehead?
Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
Bobblehead, or more like the Hawaiian skirt lady, where the head stays still.
Yes.
For the rest of the body moves. I want that.
We should do that.
I'm gonna find that. That's amazing. Then I'll become your secret admirers. This just got really weird. This got really strange. Okay, moving on, Georgia, before you say something stupid. Besides the whole wanting to... Yeah, never mind. Okay, so imagine with your talky self, you were given a microphone and the whole world got to hear what you said for like 2 minutes of your life.
Oh my god.
And they would listen to you, like, as opposed to hear, and you know, so many people that like hear what you say but don't actually listen. They would take it in and be like, huh, that's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, with everything that's going on, all the stuff, and people being people, what would you say right now?
So much to say. I feel like you just gotta appreciate what you have, and the world is crazy, you know. I feel like some people don't expect things to be the way they are. They're like, life is so hard, and then they just give up. And I feel like giving up easily makes you more vulnerable to like bad things happening. I feel like the more you push through, the more successful you are in life, and the more you feel like, yes, I actually feel like a person now. It's just crazy, but it's true.
So it's kind of just getting that this is life.
This is just life and the way it is, because you can change it, you know. It's like a, how do you say this, like a, what's something that changes? I feel like a box of chocolates, you know? You pick out each one, you're like, I hate the orange one, and you take a bite of it anyways, and you're like, never mind, I don't want to do this. So you put like half of it back, and you just let it be there. And you're just like, well, I didn't like that one, but someone else will appreciate it. So I leave it there for someone else. Like, probably my brother would probably pick it up and be like, I love robotics, actually. Let me take a bite of this. And be like,
this
oh,
is
yeah.
a good analogy. I like this.
I'll take a bite of this and be like, yeah, I love robotics. Actually, be like, okay, well, you can have the rest of it. And then, like, I take a strawberry one, and I'm like, I love medicine. And he's like, oh, I don't like that one either, so you can have that one. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's like a box of chocolates.
And life, so you know the whole life is like a box of chocolates saying.
Yeah.
But you've taken that and you've made it so much better. Because that saying is life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But what you're saying is life is like a box of chocolates. And no matter what you get, like, some things are amazing.
Yeah.
Some things are orange.
Yeah, orange.
Some things are that weird, like, Rice Krispie one that you're like, this was not nuts. And I thought it was going to be the nuts one.
Yeah.
But still, you find what you like, you leave what you don't, and you don't get mad about it.
Yeah.
You just move on.
Just move on with your life.
This is a fantastic... I much prefer this chocolate version of analogies than Forrest Gump's. This is... You've just reinvented one of the most popular sayings ever and improved it and taken it up a notch. I celebrate
They
you.
should quote me.
No, they're going to. They're going to. Yerly said, life is like a box of chocolates. It's not about what you're going to get. It's leaving the orange and eating the strawberry. Yep. Decipher that, folks. I love it. Okay. So you're going to graduate school next year, going to go to college. There's going to be police academy. You've got so much mapped out.
Yeah.
That I'm going to like really ask you a tricky thing right now.
Okay.
Because I know I've said the 10-year thing to you before, so I can't go there right now. 20 years from now. So you're going to be...
27.
You'll be 37.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
Wait, I was thinking, I thought you said 10. It's because the 10 got me. Okay.
Yeah, because I've done the 10 before with Hersey, so that would be cheating.
That was so stuck in my head.
Yeah, but you'll be 37.
Oh my God.
Right? not old, not young, just like right in the middle age.
Yeah, right there.
What is your life gonna look like?
Okay. 37. I hope I pass my detective test by then, because I know like you can take it depending on like how it is and stuff. Possibly married. I don't know. Maybe I might be married. Probably by then. And like live in this house where it's like more like spacious, but like in like the garden, like garden type. Because I think I got that from my mom, where it's like, oh, you get to garden. I'm like, I love gardening actually. I do. So I was like, I love that, and probably like surrounded by flowers and stuff. I think probably married, a big house with a pool, live my life, and become a detective officially.
I love it. What is the feeling you want to feel then?
I guess relieved, because I think by then my brother's already graduated and whatever, like do his own thing, and then like see how my parents are doing. So I feel like with me accomplishing my things I have to do and him accomplishing the things he has to do, I feel like that's like the best of both worlds. Like, wow, I feel so relieved that I did something, he did something, and now it's probably basically over. It's just to live the rest of my life working and paying bills and taxes.
Wow. Relieved that I get to pay bills and taxes.
Well,
I know what you mean though. Like there's some predictability to that. There's not the like unknown of, am I gonna reach that goal? You'll be there by then.
Be there.
I'm so excited. I'm very excited. This has been amazing.
Yeah.
I hope I get to like know you when you're 37 and be like, nice garden and marriage and stuff.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, I really hope that happens because I want that for you. You deserve that very much. I'm glad that you became a talky person and that we got to know each other, because I liked all versions of you, but the talky version is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing some of your talking with me.
Okay. Well, thank you too.
And can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. Thank you so much. And bye, everybody. That was Yerly.
Thanks for joining us for Talking and Stuff with Georgia Van C. If you had a good time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast. You help us get this out to the world. If you have some stuff you want to share with the world, you can reach out to me via the email in the show description, and I would love to have you as a guest on the show. If anything you heard here brought up tricky feelings, please reach out to a grown-up who you trust and tell them how you are feeling. Or you can reach out to me via the same email in the show description. Or you can comment on YouTube and I will see it. If you don't feel comfy reaching out to me or another grown-up you know, but you need some support, we recommend that you find a way to call the SAMHSA hotline, which is 1-800-662-4357. It's free and it's available to you 24/7. Thank you so much again, and bye. See you next time, or hear me next time, or I'll see you soon.